All right, future CPAs, welcome. Today, we are going to tackle a topic you absolutely 100% have to know cold for the board exams: how a partnership is taken down, piece by piece, the right way. We're going to break down how it ends, who gets the cash, and most importantly, in what order.
So let's just cut right to the chase, right? This is the question that matters most. When the partnership is over and the assets are turned into cash, who gets to be first in line? The answer to this is the absolute foundation for everything we're about to cover.
Okay, here's our game plan for today. We're going to walk through the 3 key stages of a partnership's end, figure out who's actually in charge of the cleanup, and then really nail down the golden rule of payouts. After that, we'll get into the messy stuff, what happens when a partner goes broke, and then wrap it all up with a super focused cheat sheet to help you lock this in for the LEPA. First things first, we got to get the language right. You see, the law is super specific about the end of a partnership. It's not just one event. It's a sequence of 3 distinct stages. And believe me, getting this timeline right is absolutely crucial.
Step 1 is dissolution. Now listen up, because this trips a lot of people up. Dissolution is not the end. Think of it more like the starting gun that signals the beginning of the end. It's that exact moment a partner leaves or the whole partnership structure breaks, and the business as you knew it, well, it has to stop.
Next up, we have the winding up phase. This is the real cleanup process. The business isn't trying to make new deals anymore. Nope. Its only job now is to settle all its affairs. That means selling off assets, calling in any money it's owed, and paying down every single last debt.
And finally, we hit termination. This is the real end of the line. It's that point in time after all the winding up is finished, every creditor has been paid, and any money left over has been handed out. The partnership as a legal entity officially no longer exists. Game over.
Okay, so the winding up process is officially on. But who's actually in charge? Who's the one selling off the inventory and writing the checks to creditors? Well, the law is pretty clear on this. So, Article 183.6 gives us a clear pecking order. First and foremost, the job goes to the partners who didn't wrongfully blow up the partnership. Makes sense, right? Now, if the last partner has passed away, it falls to their legal representative, as long as they're not broke. And if things get really messy and complicated, a court can always step in and just appoint someone to handle it all.
All right, I need you to lean in close for this next part. Seriously, if you only remember one thing from our entire session today for the LECPA, this is it. This is the absolute core, the heart and soul of partnership liquidation. The best way, and I mean the best way to remember this, is to picture a waterfall. All the partnership's cash is at the very top. It flows down through a series of levels, and here's the kicker. You cannot move down to the next level until every single person in the level above has been paid in full. This order is rigid, it's absolute, and there are no exceptions. And here is that waterfall, straight out of Article 1839. Now for the study hack that's going to burn this into your brain forever, just remember the mnemonic CLAP, C-L-A-P. First, C is for outside creditors. We're talking banks, suppliers, your landlord. Once they're paid, we move to L for partner loans. This isn't their investment, this is extra money a partner lent the business. Then A for allocated capital. This is where you give back each partner's initial investment. And only then, after all of that is done, do we finally get to P for profits. Okay, so you've got the basic rule down. You've mastered CLAP. Now it's time to level up to the boss level challenge. What happens when the partnership itself is short on funds and one of the partners is personally bankrupt? This situation creates a huge problem. You've got the partnership's creditors who want their money from the business, but you've also got the partner's personal creditors, like from their credit cards or a car loan, who want their money from the partner's personal bank account. So, who gets first dibs on what? To solve this puzzle, the law gives us a really smart logical rule. It's called the doctrine of marshaling of assets. The easiest way to think about this is like it creates 2 separate lanes, 2 separate buckets of money. It basically says, hey, partnership creditors, you get first dibs on the partnership's bucket of money. And personal creditors, you get first dibs on the partner's personal bucket of money. And this slide right here lays it out perfectly. Look at the column on the left. Partnership assets are for partnership creditors' first priority, period. Only if there's anything left over can a partner's personal creditors even think about making a claim. Now look at the right, a partner's personal assets go to their personal creditors first. Only after they are totally paid off can the partnership's creditors try to get what's left. Okay, let's do a quick brain dump. We're going to boil everything we just talked about down to one single powerful slide. This right here is your ultimate LSCPA cheat sheet for liquidation. So for real, get your phones out. You're going to want to screenshot this. This is pure exam gold.
So here it is, the must-knows. Number 1, know the 3 stages in order: dissolution, winding up, termination. Number 2, know who gets to be the liquidator. Number 3, never, ever, ever forget the CLAP order of payments. And number 4, master that insolvency rule. Partnership assets are for partnership creditors, separate assets are for separate creditors. Got it?
You know, this whole complicated process, with all its strict rules and potential problems, really shows you just how important it is to have some foresight when you're going into business. And that's really the big takeaway here. The absolute best way to handle the end of a partnership is to plan for it at the very beginning. A clear, detailed, well-written partnership agreement can help you navigate these exact challenges, making everything a whole lot less painful for everyone involved. Thanks for diving into this with me, and good luck with your studies.